prep today for Sizzle. We're shooting for a Kenetik drink brand. So follow along, come with us, and I'm going to show you around. Make sure everything's ready for tomorrow. It is like a super run and gun shoot, so we gotta... Okay, we're in Toronto now, picking up for our location tomorrow. We're gonna go in, we're at Habibi Rentals. You guys have helped out a lot with our last shoot, with our pro shoot, and are helping again with this little Sizzle here. They're letting us use our, rent one of their cameras with a great deal, so they're helping us out a lot. We're gonna go in, talk to them about it, set it up, make sure it's all good, and then we're gonna have a fun shoot day tomorrow. But this is shoot day prep. Let's get to it. Alex was helping us a lot with this rental for our spec spot tomorrow, and because of them we get to use this really cool piece of gear and get to explore with it and test out its ability. That's the 4D here for DJI. So Alex is actually going to give a little introduction of this system and what it's all about. So in terms of...
Do you want both people in the lens?
You can go to like whoever's talking, as long as the box is on them.
Okay.
Just to focus. Cameraman in training.
Hey, I'm Alex Fensham. I'm the general manager here at Habibi, and I'm really happy to go through a little bit about the Ronin 4D. We're one of the few places in Canada actually that rents the 4D, and we kind of specialize, it's one of the systems we specialize in. It's a really neat system. It does a lot of things very well, but it has a few quirks that you have to be aware of. But if you're aware of the quirks and you understand how it can be used, it's an amazing tool that as a filmmaker lets you get really cinematic movement really quickly, really easily, and with a tiny crew.
This is editing Zach coming back in time, and just letting you know that we will have a full breakdown of the Ronin 4D along with Alex being in that video. In this video, I cut it out because we're just focusing mainly on like BTS of the shoot, but we're gonna have a full breakdown video of the Ronin 4D with me asking Alex questions, Alex giving a beautiful breakdown as well, and pros and cons of what I think this beast of a camera is capable of doing. After the shoot, getting to have hands-on for it for a full 8-hour day, it's opens your eyes. But back to the video, just stay tuned and make sure you hit that subscribe button, and you'll see that 4D video in a week to come, maybe.
Thank you, Alex. That was like incredible, and there's a lot of knowledge in this thing. In your perspective, I think when like DJI released this, they kind of wanted it to be like a crazy, like this is the camera to buy. In your perspective, like where I think the fall off of like it got released, everyone thought it was cool, and then it kind of trickled away. Mm-hmm. What are those like shortcomings, you think? Is that the like shortcomings of having a $10,000 camera, like having to put that on a tripod? Like, does it look stupid? Like, are you mainly using it for action movement pieces type of thing?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things to unpack there. In terms of its actual, I'll talk about what I think are its actual limitations and perceived limitations, because I think those are two different things for this camera. Yeah. Actual limitations, lensing, the biggest one.
Yes.
Being limited. Exactly. Being limited on what lenses you can and can't use on the camera system, it is a big pain. There are like lots of lens options that do work on it, but often, you know, if you're trying to match this with as B cam to an A cam package, right? Yeah. And you're shooting master primes in your A cam package, there's no like. You're gonna have to pick another sort of glass that's a close look, but it won't be an exact match. And that's frustrating with it.
I guess that kind of comes with like them releasing their own line of lenses. That
Yeah,
they wanted
and
you to
I think
use.
DJI had intended for people just to use their DL mount lenses on it. Those lenses, I haven't personally used them. They seem pretty good, but they're pretty just straight up sharp.
Quite standard.
Very like they're not interesting.
Kind of gives like a drone look.
Yeah,
type of
it's
thing.
it's not. They're not like they don't have a lot of character to them. So I think that's definitely a limiting factor. I think that having to use, if you're using a manual focused lens, having to use DJI's focus motor and focus system, I think that's limiting for some people, especially when you talk about higher end production. I think there's a lot of first ACs out there who would hate the idea of having to pull focus on something that's not their hand wheel that they use every day.
Yes.
And even though DJI addressed that with their own hand wheel, which is, by the way, a very good hand wheel and has all like a lot of the functionality you would expect it to have, despite that, it's still, I can totally see that perspective on it. The other thing is that I think that people don't understand, like I'm starting now to get into more perceived flaws with it, but I think DJI very much like advertised it as a camera that's meant to be in motion.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people don't understand how easy it is to also just get your regular run-of-the-mill coverage with it as well. It's not just for those tracking shots.
Absolutely.
And I think that's perceived flaw. And I think the biggest thing is that, like, honestly, I think a lot of it's just that it's just unique.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's different, right?
It's different, and maybe some people initially look at it and think it looks a little bit silly with the little chicken head and all of that. I think a lot of that plays into it. I think a lot of people also wouldn't necessarily trust the DJI sensor system as much. Like people are like, if you shoot ARRI
Yes.
and you're expecting, the image like from an Alexa Mini or an Alexa 35 or Mini LF, you would definitely maybe perceive this sensor as being inferior to that. I personally don't. I think that's just a perceived flaw, because I've been very impressed with the images from this sensor.
Yeah.
Been very impressed with the dynamic range from the camera, particularly in the highlights. The highlight roll off, I think, are very good. I think if you sort of treat this camera like you would treat a Sony sensor in terms of rating it like a Sony sensor.
Which is what we usually shoot.
Exactly. So if you're used to shooting on Sony, this would be very familiar for you.
Well, wicked. I won't take all of Alex's day, but I appreciate it, and I'm excited for us to get to shoot and play with it tomorrow, and we'll be able to see how it is. So thanks, Alex. Appreciate it.
No problem. Always a pleasure. On whatever level lens you need.
Totally.
Just make sure you get critical on the chart. We have the yellow box.
We got the camera. Let's go shoot. Let's have some fun. A big thank you to Habibi Film Rentals. I'm super excited for this shoot, and without them, honestly, we would not be able to obtain this gear for them being able to help us out. So it's going to be really fun. I'm excited to learn it. We're going to see how much the learning curve is. We're going to bring it all to you tomorrow. We're going to film as much as behind the scenes. We do have Ryan coming in just filming behind the scenes, which is going to be sick. And we're just going to have fun trying to create a really cool sizzle for this drink brand, and trying to create in the best conditions that we can. So come along with us, and we'll see what we can do. Getting close to the shoot, and it's time to prep all the gear. So I'm gonna get going. Like I mentioned before, everything's kind of everywhere because of my last shoot, but time to lock in, see what we can take. We are down one crew member, so it's just me, Ryan, and then our talent. It's gonna be a sick day either way, but let's go and pack as minimal gear as possible. With our rental, we have 4 boxes to carry. Ideally, we're gonna leave the lens kit on a safe site, and then carry around what we need from there, and then try to make the least amount of packages to carry as possible. I have my new Nanook 918 case, which I'm really excited for to use and try to pack as much as possible. We do need this camera for BTS. I'm not sure if we're going to be bringing any GoPros. Again, super minimal shoot. We're going to be bringing my MC Aperture Minis and see what we can do from there. Minimal stands, minimal lighting, minimal grip. This really is a test for run and gun with this Ronin 4D, and really to see what that can do and how you can make a cinematic sizzle that's really high quality with low budget, some friends, and very little gear. So let's get packing. And just like that, it is the morning. It is 5:30 in the morning. I'd be lying to say I wasn't tired. I'm excited for the day. Let's get this gear packed. Let's bring you along. And as always, the best thing we can do is just hope for the good vibes, for the shoot to go well, and, you know, have some fun along the way. I know going into shoots for me can be stressful. I always feel prepared, but there's always that little bit of, you never know if you have everything, if you don't have everything, if you're ready with the gear, etc., if your shots are good, if your shots aren't good. So there's always that little bit of like shoot doubt. But I'm excited to go in this. We have a great cast right now, and the crew is just like super chill. So let's get into this. I'm gonna go pack the car. We're gonna be there a little bit early. We're gonna go pick up Ryan and then switch that over, give him the vlog camera, and then go from there. Yeah, there's like
say expert
advice on it.
on
First thing will be so like in your apartment, you're gonna like come down
that's it.
and roll a cup, and then when I'm like here, we're gonna cut to like here, and then I'm gonna walk back, and you're gonna walk up and like dap each other up.
Yeah, and it's like we're
Yeah,
linking
he's
up.
coming this way, and you're like, yeah, what's up?
What's good, bam, bam.
And then I'm gonna like follow you guys again. You're like, this is sick, and then that's literally that shot. Or this one walking through, and then depending how comfortable, like wherever comfortable you are.
Yeah, take a little spell
So
off.
you're like doing it. You're like, oh, I don't know, and then like you do get a bail, and then you're like up and just like you're pretty pissed. You're just like disappointed because you don't have Kenetik. Because you're not energized.
Keep going.
Around, and Buddy's gonna open the cooler, grab a Kenetik, toss it to you, and follow the Kenetik. You're gonna crack it, drink it, and be like, okay.
What's it called again?
Kenetik.
We love Kenetik.
Like the action is like come back here, and then you like sit down on it.
What's up, dude? How you doing, bro? Yeah, my phone was on the
Zach,
nice
nice to meet you.
Ryan.
First time using it.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. It's like basically like this is like spec ads / like YouTube videos.
Yeah.
/ like YouTube gear.
Do you have a preference? I could anywhere you want this looped, it could be looped if it's a good look. So what I would do normally is like have it.
Yeah, dope. Yeah. And then
Hood up,
you're
hood down.
standing. It's fine. Actually, hood down. It does look cool hood up, but I think it's more of a vibe hood down. So you'll be standing going into that.
Yeah.
We'll match that at your apartment. So you'll be standing going into that. I'll be around here, back, and then probably like here we can dap up.
Okay.
It's gonna be like quick shit.
So I'll come in. Okay, come in from closer.
Yeah. And then you guys will, two people will like motion forward, and I'll just come through you guys.
Sweet. Okay.
You can like walk in, and then you can like come in. behind.
Cue me. Go crazy.
Yeah. And then, so it's okay, because we'll open up, and then I'll come through.
So this is just.
Okay, we're gonna go for a take. And action. Start walking.
They were just saying, "Oh, we fine." I don't know if you heard that. They were. Oh yeah. track it.
I'll come this way.
Maybe I'll have a. Or too much.
Yeah, I think I could. Like a nice ball.
But like, I mean, post golf, am I doing like a.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's like you're dialed in one. You're like dropping, you're like, yeah. And then
That's like
I'm
sick.
coming here.
Boom.
And
That's
then,
like pupils dilating.
yeah.
Good.
Good.
Whoo, you guys!
So it's pretty nice.
For a bad take, that looks pretty sexy still.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just being for yeah.
So yeah, when Kuvi falls, I'm gonna go diagonally into him, and you're like,
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna stick no further down.
yeah, like he goes down, you can be like, oh no,
Oh,
and then
no.
I'm walk away.
That's Instagram spotting anyways.
Go fuck yourself.
Go. Cutting.
My little double take.
Shoot's going well. We are almost wrapping up the boulder section, which is great. We got some like of the biggest shots out of the way, which is good because sometimes you got to get like it's your choice to create the vibe of the set, whether you want to get a couple easy shots done, a couple harder shots done. But once you get the hard shots done, you're kind of rocking and rolling, and like the tone of the vibe is good. So we got one more shot, the final transition, and then we're gonna move on to the next location. So pretty sick so far. Shit there. It's not bad. I can match the frame. I don't know. Oh yeah, okay. We can work with that.
Done?
We can work with that.
Want a
Let's do a
safety?
safety, like
Yeah,
a
wrap.
A wrap. We just finished at the boulders, so that's a wrap for here. We are headed to pottery now. Boulders went very well. It's a great start to the day. The camera is looking pretty great just from the viewfinder. It's looking incredible. So hopefully my camera movements are also helping that along as well, because the camera is doing its job. And at the end of the day, we have to rely on our gear, but also have to rely on the operator itself. We're gonna pack up, we're heading to pottery. We will see you at pottery. 2 more locations to go, and hell yeah.
Good.
Lights not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all. It's nice and warm in.
Like, because this is how much I have control over.
Yeah, it's pretty good with those lights on. It gives it a nice kind of orange warmth to it. I think that'll work for the context of the shot.
The 360.
Yeah.
We need something of you, like my envision was like you like sitting at some type of pottery table.
Yeah.
Either crafting a mug or something, like doing something with a mug type that we can have tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it shows more like creativity.
No, 100%. If anyone thinks pottery, that's what they think of anyways. It's like the
Yeah,
the
they'll
making-
think it like, well, they should respect the full process, but
Yeah.
it is the
What I have back in the house.
everything. Stay here, come around. That's the cut, and then to here to focus this.
Opening, it was just like everything timed well.
We've made it to the pottery shop. What's it called?
It's Pottery Studio.
Pottery Studio. What's the like brand?
Spin Pottery.
Spin Pottery. So we're at Spin Pottery, which is wicked. We're gonna be shooting the second like bunch of 3 today. So basically right now we're running gun. As you guys know, Ryan's on the BTS, so like basically no crew. I'm here with our 4D, and then I wanted to really use as much minimal lighting as possible. So we're gonna have to take a look, see what we're dealing with. We got some beautiful natural light coming in, and then Luckily, all their lights are a nice, a warm tungsten, so it's actually going to be like a nice balance. It's not like it's not a weird medical vibe, which is nice. It gives a nice warm vibe. So we're going to see, that's what we're going to do, the process of like going through, seeing what we're doing with lighting. If we do, I have some minor things that we can pop up for lights, but a lot of our shots are 360 and looking at the whole space. So causing more problems for like light stands and stuff like that. But we're going to see. We'll see what we get into. Action. There's buttons on the back. I didn't know that. Look at that. Learn something new every day when you're working with a new camera. On the pottery area, one more spot to go. Probably lunch, probably some grub, and then we'll get going. The 4D's been really nice. Again, the main comment is like an easy rig or something to help that weight, because like Alex said in the beginning, me like hand holding that all day, it is getting a little heavy. So, but other than that, it's producing some beautiful shots. So I'm excited to take a look at it, and let's go to the next location. Makes great vlog content.
Me sleeping, 1 minute of silence, waiting for it to go.
We're in the bedroom. We're almost done. These are some of the like starting off shots, so they're very snappy, very quick. When shooting in this, like when shooting in any bedroom, they're always like really hard to like light and make it look spacious, because like since it's usually like the most cluttered space, other than like a bathroom, is also hard to shoot in. But we're gonna make it work. Like we've got this blackout here, which is doing most of the work. We got some cool light. We got some warm light. Just the Aperture MC Mini is actually punching out quite a bit. This camera's also doing really well in the low light scenario. But hey, this is what we're able to do. Again, we're talking about no grips, no first ACs, no anything. We're kind of just like running and gun, use what we can. And we were able to fit 4 of these in my camera kit. And we have a couple C-stands in the car as backup, but again, the space, mobility, time, it's kind of like showing you guys that we're able to make something cool and cinematic in a more timely manner, and without the thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of equipment. One of these are like $100, so they're not too bad. Money and equipment is expensive, but let's keep shooting. It's good because it's like the first movement.
Yeah, we want to feel BAM!
For the whole thing. And those lenses have good character too. It's like sunrise on a budget. The light's not bad. That actually kind of gets a little bit of a morning sun.
It's not for me to decide, but I think it looked good.
Tom's right.
That's a first. That's a first.
What?
What's the name of this drink?
Kenetik.
I've got a can of Kenetik already under here. 40 empty cans roll out.
I just need to make sure we can do it. Can we move your toaster? No, microwave? This camera has like a gyroscope mode, which like Alex was talking about. So if you like enable it, I can like control the gimbal from this monitor. It's fucking pretty sick. That's like
Microwaves. Can we get microwave to ones, please?
fly in microwave, please. I put a $10,000 camera on a fridge on top of a microwave.
on a $200 fridge on a $10 microwave.
If this shot does what I want, it's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be worth it.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be worth
sick.
it.
And then if you were to crack it and drink it. Okay, we're close. Can you be closer to the fridge? Like how awkward does that get?
Yeah, I'll just have to move in. So I'll do this, close it, crack it. Here. Sick.
Man, I've had a wider lens. I'd even go wider, but this is the widest we got.
We only have like 1 or 2 of these to get it right, eh?
Yeah,
So cracking
I like the peach strawberry. How many passion fruit? Oh no, we got tons of passion fruit.
Oh, okay. then
2
easy.
down there. 2 down. So in that one, you were like fixing your cup.
Yeah.
So I think
Same thing.
this one, the action can be like slide in
Yeah.
and then like go to fix your cuff, like when you still make your cuff, like.
Yeah.
So I'll be like here again. It'll be down. Last shot of the day. It's been like a long day, but it's been super fun. So we're gonna get this last shot going. Last shot's always fun to try to make the best it possibly can be, and then we're gonna wrap from there. So see you guys hopefully in wrap and well in the process of the last shot. So like when we have like grips and gaps and like other crew, what would actually happen in this scenario is either we black out all of the windows from the outside, or we'd have 2 like light panels or like aperture D1200s or 600s outside shining like a point spot in to like mimic a moonlight, and then the other one would be totally blacked out, and that'd be on like a nice huge stand outside the window shooting through so we can control the light. In this scenario, we make work what we got to work with. Also, we can, this is all like raw, so we can color correct it a tiny bit to give it a little bit more life. Exactly.
Yeah. I was gonna say that, but I wanted to let Zach say it.
I think it's crack it, pour it, Rav.
Swap out.
Yeah.
Hey, go
Yeah.
sit on the couch, put my feet up.
Correct. Yeah.
Hey. Crack, pouring.
Cutting.
That's
like
the best
this
one.
I like that
That's
one.
the best one, I think.
That is a wrap on the Kenetik Sizzle. Woo! Pretty hyped to put it together. Pretty hyped, excited to see what happens when you're filming. As you guys know, like shots always look good on set, but it's exciting to see them back in the edit and see what we can do with it. Quiet your phones on set. Thanks to Kuvi.
I'm so energized.
And thanks for joining. And you see us back in the studio.